Everybody says that they want virality, but they don't want what comes with it. Yesterday, I posted a video. POV, you find a bullet in your Publix avocado. Yes, this was a real situation, something that actually happened to us yesterday. It wasn't a bullet, it was a bullet casing. And we woke up, we had over 500,000 views on the video, and now a day later, it has well over 2.5 million views between two videos. Virality is an interesting thing. Let me tell you, I don't know that I regret posting the video, but there are certainly some downsides when it comes to going viral. At the end of this video, I'm going to explain 4 to 5 assets and things that I added to this video to increase its chances of going viral and getting more attention. But before we do that, I'm going to give you some reasons as to why you want to be careful about virality. But before we get into it, I'm just going to let you watch this video so you can have the context.
A shell casing in our Publix avocado.
Is that?
We just found a round in a Publix avocado. Wait.
We bought this from Publix yesterday. Today. No, it was yesterday.
We thought it was like...
I thought it was a stem at first.
We thought it was like a weird stem. There's literally a round in...
I thought it was a nail.
A Publix avocado.
Should we dissect it?
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't explode.
Wait.
I mean... Who knows? I've never seen a round in an avocado, so maybe this isn't actually an avocado. We'll see. All right, well, it looks like a normal avocado there. Here's our round.
Wait, is it gonna explode?
Hopefully not.
What do you mean, hopefully? Shut up. Is that rust? You don't have any open wounds, do you?
It's like sealed. Oh my god, look, there it is.
What the fuck?
All right, avocado.
It's kind of stuck.
All right, that thing's like kind of sealed in there, but
it hardened it. So can we like get money out of this or something?
I think I almost got it. There it is. It's a casing.
The fuck?
There's a
no way.
The shell casing in a Publix
really
avocado.
All it is?
Oh, maybe the bullet's in here. I mean, it looks kind of spent, but definitely see the gunpowder in there. That's pretty cool.
Please advise on further actions.
Wait, get a closer look at it. It's got a bullet tip on it. See that? It's got a dent in it.
I was really looking forward to this avocado.
Publix, free avocados for life.
Publix in return for not going to the feds. I can't believe it either. I was preparing dinner. It was going to be turkey quinoa avocado bowls, and I pulled the avocado out of the fridge. We've had it for 4 days maybe, and I pull it out, and at first glance, that bullet looks like a stem. But then I'm looking at it more closely, I'm like, that looks like metal. And Chris grabs it and is like, holy crap, I think that's a bullet casing. I think that's a round of some kind. And I would have no idea. I'd have to dissect it first. Either way, it was a situation that was super odd, and Chris saw an opportunity. He was like, this is really interesting. We should film this. You could post this. This could go viral. So he saw that opportunity before I did. But either way, there are opportunities like that a few times a year, maybe throughout your life, that are just so whack and should not belong. It's a huge curiosity loop. How does a bullet casing end up in the avocado I bought from Publix? I was about to consume that avocado, a very dangerous situation. There's many reasons, there's many elements of virality around this, which I'll explain. But the truth is, we were goofy, we were silly, we were comfortable. He's goofing around and joking with me, and we posted the video, and it seriously drained my energy. We probably stayed up till like 1 watching it, because when you have a viral video, there's a major dopamine spike. There's just likes, comments, the notifications on Instagram. I could open my phone right now and it's still like 10,000, new achievement, new reel, like new achievement, more comments, more likes. Oh my gosh. It's unhealthy. You need to chill out. And I mean, we all know too much of one thing is a bad thing. And when it comes to dopamine levels, you already know that social media is screwing with our dopamine levels. But when you have a viral video, and the constant refresh. What is someone saying now? What's it at for likes? What's it at for views now? That overload drains the crap out of you. It's fun, but dopamine should come with a balance. And if I were to relive yesterday, I would post the video. I would have maybe checked on it 2 times, 3 times. But then I wish I put my phone on Do Not Disturb and tried to forget about it. Unfortunately, the curiosity and the excitement of the moment has a different plan in mind. But the case is, yeah, we stayed up and, I woke up ready to go, but knowing that I probably fried my brain a little bit yesterday, reading the comments. And that brings me to the second, probably most negative part about this reel. A part of the strategy of getting more eyes on your content is something called collaborations. And I collaborated the account with what is called a meme account of Florida. There's one called Only in Dade County, which is a South Florida county for one of the videos. And then for the other one, I collaborated with Only in Florida. Each of these meme accounts, and you have to be careful about who you're collaborating with. Now, when you talk about only some Florida man behavior, this is the type of content that felt like a right fit for Only in Dade. They have over 2 million followers, same with Only Florida, something like that. If you collaborate, your video automatically gets shown to their audience as well. Now, it's still up to the algorithm. But the issue is meme accounts have an audience of people who enjoy consuming brain rot. Brain rot, how do you define brain rot? All right, this is the definition of brain rot when apparently it won Oxford Word of the Year in 2024, refers to the perceived mental fog or decline that comes from consuming too much low-quality, low-effort online content, endless short-form videos, memes, scrolling junk feeds. It's used as both a description of the content itself and the state it supposedly produces within you. Right. Okay, so people who follow meme accounts, oh my goodness. Also, South Florida. So think about culture. Think about a page that's followed by a bunch of South Floridians. All right, so this combination of where this video was routed to produced some of the most hateful, worst comments I've ever seen. Now, I've gone viral 8 or 9 or 10 times now, but there's probably nothing that compares to this comment section. And just for fun, just so you know what the reality of this is, I'm going to read you a couple because not everybody is prepared for this. I am begging you, if you are not in a secure mental state or if you deal with anxiety in a more extreme way, I'd be very careful with your wishes to go viral in content because the reality is harsh. You do have to remember that the people who end up in these comment sections and the comments that they're saying, that means that the algorithm did its job. This is honestly what I wished for, maybe partially unknowingly, but partially knowingly, because with attention is power. If you've ever read the 48 Laws of Power, thwart attention at all costs is one of those. And the truth is, attention is currency in this day and age. But is this the right type of currency? I don't know. All right, brace yourselves. This comment section is brutal, but we have to remember, it's filled with people who either want to stroke their ego, feed off the energy of others on the internet, or who are incredibly miserable about their own lives and is projecting their own insecurity into the interweb. This is what the rabbit hole of comment sections are for. All right, here's one of my favorites. It has 2,196 likes. I hope these two always wear a condom. For real. They took all the time to make this without even spelling it right. Someone agrees with them, literally. They tag me. Sid, please don't reproduce. Okay, let me go check out their account. Looks like a nice individual. Bio says, multifaceted dimensional fae, rediscovering the purpose of life. Oh, one of their more recent posts. Heart full of love and skin kissed by the sun. Everything is beautiful and I love it all. The solstice reminds me to stand still, to soak in the sun, and be present although the ground below me feels shaky. You know, you just wouldn't expect a comment like that out of someone who looks so nice and kind and writes things like that. So, other individuals, okay, guns don't shoot casings, geniuses. Oh, the person who told us not to reproduce, they have a Bible quote in their bio. Hey, but the people were tagging Publix. They did tag Publix. They're a G for that. There's lots of comments assuming what happened. Either it was pest control and a casing fell and the avocado grew around it. Avocados grow on trees. Cartel avocado definitely comes from Mexico. How hard is it to understand how a bullet works? I don't know. I'm not a bullet forensics individual. I don't study guns. Okay, let me just have an intermission here with some of the good ones. You should make guacamole. I mean, come on. These are two idiots. This has to be fake. LOL. I don't know what to tell you. It's not fake. I didn't shove a 22 casing into my avocado. Tell me you're a liberal when you think a round will explode. Stop being a pussy. It's normal Mexican avocados. Holy shit, she's annoying. Do they realize how dumb they sound? This individual quoted me a few times. Wait, is it going to explode? This individual quoted my commentary throughout the video, says, my brother in Christ, your wife is retarded. These people dumb as fuck. Please return your girlfriend. They got 2 brain cells fighting for 3rd place. Oh my gosh. Get a job, retard. Seriously, could these two be any more clueless about anything? You're stupid, you faked this, congratulations, you got engagement. Can we get money out of this? Is all I needed to hear to know what kind of piece of shit people they are. Fucking left-wing nut jobs. Anyway, so all of the worst comments come from someone with a religious quote in their bio, or absolute nobodies who follow thousands of people and have 10 followers, or accounts like this. Polycreepo. If she dies, she dies. The internet is a whack-ass place. Oh my gosh. Wow. I can't believe this comment section exists. But there is a lesson in all this. You just can't read it all. There's thousands and thousands of comments, and the people who are more likely to comment are the people who easily get triggered by things, right? The algorithm just doesn't care if it's good for you. It cares if it is good for it. The people who are clicking this, they don't hate me. They hate what they clicked in that time period. They all come with a completely different frame of mind, context, life situation, age, and mental age. It's a complex thing. But a hate comment is just telling you that the algorithm worked on them too, because the algorithm works to elicit emotion, anger, sadness, anxiety out of us, for action, for attention. You have to be careful not to feed into it. And would I decide to collaborate with a meme page again? I'm not so sure. But the truth is, there's a morning talk show. There's a reporter who already wrote an article about this and shouted out a podcaster, Sid Meier. Wow, now the world knows I'm a podcaster. Okay, maybe not in the best light. The amount of followers I have from this? None. Because, okay, there was like 250 new followers in my account, but do they truly care about my through line and my problem that I solve and help people with? The eventual conversion point. Will these followers make me money? Not necessarily. Maybe this is top of funnel, baby. But maybe they clicked my page and they clicked on the 3 pinned assets at the top that tell my story, why I'm here, and how I help people. Maybe that's how they bought in and followed. Or they just followed because they want to see what happens with the avocado situation. We'll never know. But that's the beauty of having assets pinned to the top of your page that sell you for you. So when those top of funnel situations come along, you can convert a small percentage of those that are actually interested in your niche. So it takes a lot of energy. The comment section is brutal, especially on this one, and it takes your focus. I mean, I just keep clicking, I keep thinking about it. The truth is, there is a certain momentum that you can ride, and you can milk it. As the comment says, you're going to milk the shit out of this, aren't you, huh? Yeah, because the truth is, as a content strategist, this is an opportunity still. And I'm going to keep creating media around this, and I'm going to accept these interviews about it to give the world a small hint of recognition about me. I'm going to tell this story because a good story is a good story. But the truth is, part of this virality, part of the recognition, some of it's engineered. The way to benefit from your virality and how to get virality. There's 5 to 6 things that we did in this that increased its opportunity out of the moment. The moment was wild. And that is what maybe someone would call luck. But luck doesn't mean anything if you're not prepared. And the truth is, the hook on the video says, POV, you found a bullet in your avocado. Yes, technically I knew it was a bullet casing, but your hook needs to be punchy. It needs to be fast. And the truth is, if you say that I found a bullet in my avocado, that catches my attention. That helps me understand immediately the stakes, the danger, and the oddness of this situation. And I'm curious for more. We open that curiosity loop. So was it a 100% accurate hook? Not 100%, but it got the point across and it got people to get watching. The other thing we did was we brought in a clip from later in the scenario and situation to the beginning. It is, we found a bullet casing in our avocado, showing it. But then we go to the beginning of the process, because when you show a result, an end result, for a short bit, and then you take them back to the beginning, the likelihood that they're going to stick around is pretty high until they can see, how did you get a bullet out of an avocado? I mentioned this already, but collaborating with an account with a large following, you have a much higher likelihood when it fits their agenda, their objectives. We selected a meme account because they have an equal interest in producing this type of content out to their audience. This is what their audience is interested in. So when you think about maybe finding a collaborator for a piece of media that you have to think about, how does it serve them? Because then it becomes an easy acceptance. Another point is the word avocado is spelt wrong in the hook. Humans have a nature of wanting to fix things or addressing things that are off, and a misspelling is one of the perfect examples. There's tons of creators who do this, and I did not create this. This is just circulating. You spell a word wrong. You misplace a word. You put a double the, and people feel the need to take the time to comment and correct you. So yes, this comment section is filled with people calling me an idiot for spelling avocado wrong, calling me an idiot for calling it a bullet, but they don't realize that they're talking to a content strategist. That engagement, the time they spent in that comment section, that pushed this video out to more people ultimately. Another piece we added in is tag Publix. I want free avocados for life in exchange for not going to the feds. Again, something people made fun of me for. But when you create a mission behind a scenario or what you're doing, you create this following, in this larger curiosity loop is open because people want to know, do they get the avocados for life? Do they get any reward in exchange for their troubles? Is any attorney going to take this case? Whatever. People are curious, and it creates a movement in the comments. It creates following. So, I mean, a lot of people actually commented at Publix, and Publix did eventually DM us They commented on the video. They said, "Hi, we responded to your DM. Please check our message." They had not much to say. There was actually another grocery store that commented, Polly Market. They said, with the eyes emojis, they said, "Publix is real quiet right now." Oh! This person commented, "His girlfriend must be on the spectrum. Is it gonna explode?" Laughing emoji. Her bio says, "Living and loving life without the negative vibes." Oh my gosh. Then the responses are, "Considering she thought the whole show was an avocado stem, you probably right. That's an insult to people on the spectrum. LOL." That's Courtney. She said, "Following God and chasing birds with my Winnie girl." Then Lala, the one who's avoiding negative vibes, comments back, "You slow, he slow, and she is too. Fighting intrusive thoughts." That's their handle. They have 2 followers, and they're following 488 other people. Damn, she annoying. Moneybag Bree said, "OMG, can she be quiet, please?" 2,364 likes. All right, Moneybag Bree has 32 followers. Oh my gosh. Here they go. They be fighting in the comments section. Oh my gosh. Joshua says, "Why is she asking the dumbest questions?" He also says, "God first" in his bio. Everyone keeps commenting, "Avocados from Mexico. What is this song? Dime." Oh, okay. Someone's looking out for us here. "Watch out for lead poisoning." Most people don't seem concerned. This person said, "That lady Karen said, do whatever's necessary to get those avocados." I ain't learning from Karen. All I know is I cannot afford avocados on the regular. And I would like more avocados. This person said, "I wish avocados could talk." Me too. That's how they hunt wild avocados. Would you prefer it being alive and running around? Oh, Slick Nick, the artist of food, said, "I'll post my comments this way because Instagram hates truth so much." He commented a picture of his comments, which say, "Couldn't post your comment from Instagram. The avocado should have complied." You guys are so annoying. It's not a big deal. LMAO. It's definitely why it has 2.5 million views. Oh, wow. Get Gold Law said, "You might want to give us a call." I just want free avocados for life. If someone wants to come test the chemical makeup of this avocado, this was truly embedded in the avocado, I'm sure some forensic individual could tell you the same thing. See, someone thinks it's a juicy ass lawsuit. Please make her stop talking. This person said, "Just throw it away and move on." No, Bill. I'm not just going to move on. This is way too entertaining. This is infuriating. Just take it out and eat it. This person said, "What does rust have to do with open wounds?" I don't know how closely y'all are expecting your avocados, but I had to look kind of close to realize that this was not an average stem on an avocado. Because no one was expecting a bullet casing in their avocado from the grocery store. Anyway, that's enough of that BS. All right, there's one more benefit I had to throw in there. If you don't have yourself some merch of your own brand, get some and wear it all the time. Would you rather wear a shirt with your brand or someone else's brand out there? Advertise for yourself, dang it, because I was wearing my brand's t-shirt, The Kids Like Us, and my logo was on my shirt. And no, it wasn't the point, but it was in the background. It was a subtlety, and it takes so many reps to be remembered. It takes so many reps to create this favorability from an audience who is a stranger. And the more times you can put something, your logo, your face in front of them, they tend to have this familiarity feeling. And humans prefer things that are familiar, things that are comfortable. And you create a bias for your brand, your name, your brand in someone else's world. So wear your own shirt, because my shirt was in the background of this video and 2.5 million people saw that logo. You have no idea what that could compound for you in the long run. So do I regret the 2.5 million views, the nasty comment section, the late night, and the dopamine overload? Not totally. I've got a radio conversation on Friday with a large morning show in Florida and a couple other interviews and people who want to chat. So awareness is everything. Attention is everything. Is this the attention I would have chosen? No. But since I have it, I am going to put the thought and the work into creating an avenue where this benefits my brand and my bigger mission and objective. This isn't the attention I would have chosen for my brand, but it is attention nonetheless. And there is a way that you can manipulate and engineer that attention to serve your mission or your purpose or your bigger goal. And in this scenario, getting my face and my brand out to people is huge. It's top of funnel, sure. And the last reason I don't regret it is it's experimentation. All I'm figuring out is, how does content work? How does it work to my advantage? How does it not? And the really great news is you don't have to spend all that time experimenting before you have answers. I do that on your behalf. Here at SSS Lighthouse Creative, we can help you with your content marketing strategy so you don't have to waste all that time and energy experimenting. We've got years of experience, over 10 million views in the past 7 months, and a lot more coming your way. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you found this valuable or interesting in any way. Either way, keep it real, and we'll see you next time.